Dillon, continuing on with our Bob Dylan songs. Having a lot of fun just doing kind of my own versions and showing them to you. By the way, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit subscribe down there. It means a lot to me. I'd love to have you be part of the club. And leave a comment, tell me what's on your mind, what you're thinking of musically or otherwise. This is in the key of D. It's called You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome When You Go. And this one, I do this lots of different ways, interestingly enough, and I'm probably going to do a second, maybe even a third lesson on it. I do it in open E tuning with slide, which is a whole different kind of mess, but it's cool too. It's definitely in a little more blues style. This is more kind of a straight up folk. If you want the complete blueprint for this song, including tabs, chords, and more, go to jimmydillon.com/blueprint. It's completely free, and it'll help you learn this song a lot easier. So I'm going to do it in the key of D. That suits my voice pretty well. So the chords in it are D, G, D, A, D, G, That's the verse form, and then we'll get to the bridge a little bit later. So here's how the vibe goes. Sounds like a Dillon strum, doesn't it? Kind of get that bounce to it, that little lilt to it. It's kind of got like a little bit of a country blues feel to it. I've seen love by my door. Close before, never been so easy or so slow. This time round it's more direct, right on target, so correct. Gonna make me lonesome when you go. So you can do this one of two ways. There's many ways you can do it. I'm going to show you real quick what it sounds like with a pick, and that might be, a lot of people don't do finger picking, and that's fine. I do a fair amount of it, but sometimes, depending on the situation and the style, a pick works well too. So let's try it like that. That sounds pretty good. Now, what's cool about this song is you can make the little cookies, I call them. Now on that G chord, I like to hit the big chimey Tom Petty G, I call it, by hitting a regular, classic G here, and then put that third finger on the D note of the B string and tuck that pinky under. If you don't know that version, you probably do by now. If you don't, some people hit it like this or like that. But on this song, I like the way it kind of rings out. So try that particular inversion of G as a 4 chord. So dragging clouds high above, only know you careless love, always hit me from below. Notice I'm doing a fair amount of moves within the context of that verse, even when I'm singing. So what I'm going to show you is just a few real quick, like little tricks. That's a little hammer on. You've probably heard that a lot. You got a D chord, okay? It's just a classic D chord. But if you hammer on the second finger on the second fret of the E string, it sounds like this. You might have heard that with James Taylor, Bob Dylan, a lot of the folk blues and Americana stuff. And you can also tuck your pinky under. So these are good things to know, because when you're playing a song simple like this, you want to have a vocabulary of really simple licks that are effective. just lifting it off. Back to the D. So one more time through the verse. Let's see how I pick the verse here. He's got some. Purple cloak, Queen is lace. Silver hair across your face. You can make me cry if you don't know. Can't remember what I was thinking of. Might have spoiled too much love. Gonna take the lonesome when you go. Let's go to the bridge. It goes to the 5 chord, which is the A. Back to D. Okay, so let me run through that bridge real quick for you. So it starts out on the A chord. Make me wonder what I'm back to D to the 1. A. Staying far behind without you. Then you go up to the E chord, E major. You'll make me wonder what I'm saying. Then G. You're gonna make me give myself to A. Good talking to. Look through Honolulu, San Francisco, Ashtabula. You got to leave me now, I know. See you in the snow. Progress comes out of love. Gonna make me lonesome when you go. Now you probably noticed that. You might have noticed that little D7 there. I'll see you in the stars above. See, I went from a D major, then I dropped that back to a 7th. A passing chord, really, I love this chord. And it's just the second finger on the G string, 2nd fret, first finger on the B string, 1st fret. And sort of a D7, not quite a D7, it's got an E in it. But it's a good passing chord. I'm going to show you a secret sauce that my buddy Phil Claypool showed me. He's a great singer-songwriter from Nashville. He does a version with this where he ends it, I'll see you to the 7th, and then he goes to G major, the tall grass, and then he goes to a G minor, and the ones I love. Kind of cool little thing. So G minor, you can either play it, even if you know the G bar chord, just take your 2nd finger off, flatten that 3rd, you got a minor, okay? So that might be a little stretch for you, but if you guys are up for it, see? So you just, after you do the vamp at the end, the vamp was whether you repeat it. 1, 5, 1. And then you slow it all down, you go, I'll see you in the star, to the G, tall grass and the ones I love. You're so I know that's a lot of information for a very simple, straightforward song, but I think what makes it cool is, you know, all those little hammer-ons and voicings, and I love that G. It's just so, got that chime to it. That's one last trick I show you is the D, and then you can go to an A sus. So you got your D chord, and all you have to do is move your 1st finger up to the E note of the D string, and leave that 3rd finger on the D. That's kind of a nice, almost like a Hard Day's Night chord. there's a little Bob Dylan, Jimmy Dillon version of a Bob Dylan song, You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome When You Go. Love to hear from you. Subscribe if you like it. Come back and see us, and we'll catch you down the road.
My friend Jimmy has the coolest guitar lessons. Go to jimmydillon.com/free and get all your amazing gifts. He's the best. Roll! Rock and roll! Stay awesome and rock and roll!